What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Thriller here, and we are here for week number 3 of the PDA. We are taking on Coach Phoenix and the Toronto Typhlosions here. You guys are excited. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Join the Thriller crew today because you be thrilling with the king of the crew. And with that being said, let's get into this matchup. First and foremost, we're going to do a quick little bit of team builder, and then we're going to get straight into the battle. So looking at Phoenix's team, he has Zapdos, Heatran, Hoxapex, Sandy Shocks, Orgapon, Teal Form, Komala, Misdreavus, Hatterene, Knacklestack, Dragalge, Terrakion, and Cloyster. This is a bit of a rough matchup for us. Sand looks really good in this matchup, but Sand is a little rough to be used in this matchup for a couple of reasons. But overall, this is definitely going to be not an easy matchup for us. Looking at their Terra Captains, being Misdreavus, Hatterene, and Knacklestack, I honestly could see potentially all three. But if my money is on anything, it's the Misdreavus and the Knacklestack. I think Hatterene as a Terra Captain does not really work well in this matchup based around the team composition that I do have. I think Misdreavus could be a good Terra Captain in this matchup. I expect Terra Water, and if Knacklestack comes, I am expecting potentially either Terra Rock or possibly still Terra Fire. But overall, this is definitely going to be a very rough matchup for us here. And there's definitely quite a lot that I could see being brought versus us for a couple of reasons. So, kicking it off here, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting potentially Rocks and Spike Stack and T-Spike stacking here from the team. I think Sandy Shocks makes a lot of sense to kind of cover a lot of bases around some of the Pokemon. And I think overall is relatively good and strong into my team. It's also his one and only best way to counteract my Raging Bolt, so I feel like he's forced to bring it. Knacklestack, again, I think that thing's really good defensively into our team. It's going to be really annoying. Dragalge, definitely an annoying Pokemon. Then getting T-Spikes up is going to be really big for our team if we do not get them away or pressure them offensively. Cloyster, if it sets up Shell Smash, we could lose. And if I lose my Raging Bolt, then I just straight up lose to this Pokemon. Ogre T-Mask is a really good mon in this matchup, being able to just get really good access to potential Defiance things if I am Parting Shot. And then Zapdos is just a naturally good answer, especially in Sand matchups, regardless of the outcome. So, with that, let us talk about our team this week. We're kicking it off here with Yurei, our Decidueye, with the spell tag Long Reach, so that way I do not get static from the Zapdos, and also have no contact with Rocky Helmet. Swords Dance, Roost, Poltergeist, and Shadow Sneak. I am taking a bit of a gamble here, and actually I'm going to make a last minute decision to change this to Leaf Blade for a few reasons. Changing this to Leaf Blade just because of the fact that we already don't do as much damage to this. Actually, maybe I'll just keep it as Shadow Sneak. Maybe I just keep it as Shadow Sneak. I'm gonna just follow my gut here. Because there's no good Poltergeist switch in besides no item Pokemon. And if there's a no item Pokemon, then it obviously walls this. But this Pokemon is designed to just break. If we get an SD off, we pretty much can OHKO to 2 kill about majority of everything on their team, which is really great. And we could be able to take on this. This walls Sandy Shocks to the times and back, which is great. And overall, this is just a strong Pokemon. And I feel like it's going to be really good for us. Up next, we have Grimmsnarl here with a really cool set this week. And I'm really hoping this set pays off. We are going with a special set this week. Because I felt like especially offensive looked a lot more better than physical offensive in terms of the walls that we had to go with. But this is a really cool Grimmsnarl, which is a bit of offensive, but it's barely bulky as well. 156 HP, 116 defense, 136 depth, and 100 special attack with a modest nature. Taunt, just to be able to cripple everything down, which is really good. Nasty Plot into Dual Stab, because I do expect a lot of physically defensive Pokemon in this matchup versus especially defensive. And this is just also another good way so I can take on Heatran if Heatran does possibly want to come to this matchup, so I can be able to not risk getting burned and also be able to take the thing on 1v1. Up next, we have Ryu, our Raging Bolt here with Calm Mind, 3 attacks like our standard set is. We're actually a bit of a speedy Raikou this week, Raging Bolt this week. Designed to outspeed a good vast majority of the lower end bulk. 12 in HP, max special attack, 124 speed depth for some speed depth bulk. We have Thunderclap primarily there to be able to check a lot of things that are weakened off and picked off and stuff. Thunderbolt plus Dragon Pulse as well also really helps us. And this also lets me outspeed a 0 defensive speed Zapdos, which I think is really good as well. I actually have Mama Domain with our Hippowdon Sand. Like I said, looks really good. This is a especially defensive set this week. We're pretty much running almost exactly what we did last week, except this time around we're running Whirlwind. I'm not letting that Knuckle stack set up for free in front of me and getting away with it. So we have Whirlwind, Slack Off, Stone Age, and Earthquake, max to be max but def bulky as we possibly can. Up next we have Jinmei with the Rock, with the Alka Berry. This is a very risky bring because this is basically designed to sit in front of Zapdos, get a Sword Stance off, and then do work. We are adamant with enough speed. I'm pretty sure to outspeed the majority of everything that can be Scarfed. I'm power positive. We have Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Iron Head. Dual Stab literally rinses through his team. There is no good switches to this mon. besides Zapdos, and that is why we have Rock Slide. After an SD, we pretty much will OHKO everything on my opponents unless they have resist berries and any way to counter that. Rock Slide's also a really good neutral move to kind of get a hit off on the Heatran, so that way I can pop the air balloon, and that way I can also have the Ultra Berry in case Heatran does show up, and Ultra Berry just covers also the Heat Wave from Zapdos. And last but not least, we have Virizion, which is going to be our Terra Captain for this matchup, with Swords and Headbutt, Terra Blast, and Leaf Blade. This is designed to pretty much just wall break in this matchup. This is designed to outspeed everything that's 100 and below, which is really good. Once we Terra Fire, we can pretty much take on the Ogerpon relatively well. After a Swords Dance, we pretty much just take on just about everything. Zapdos is the only thing that can probably be a little bit of a nuisance, but with having Terra Blast, we will not get affected with Static, which is really, really good here. We have Shuka Berry there. Actually, once we Terra Slow, we can take any one ground-type move from any opponent on my side of the field, so that's really good. So, that is the team. I'm feeling decently confident with this team. I think we have a good matchup. Have an okay matchup, but I'm hoping, praying we pick up a victory. This is the battle of the undefeated teams, and obviously we may or may not want to show our best sets. It is early season. I'm pretty sure it's an 8-week season. I'm pretty positive about that. They did bring the Kamala. Okay, so they brought. Wow, they actually brought a lot. They actually brought. Alright, so they did bring the Heatran. So they did bring Misdreavus. So this is 100% Terra Water. I am calling it right now that this is going to be Water Misdreavus. I'm already calling it right now. It's Terra Water. So we see Zapdos, we see the Cloyster. No, we don't see Cloyster. We see Komala, which I'm a little surprised to see Komala, I won't lie. Dragalge's here. No, Dragalge's not here. We see the Terrakion, which I'm a little surprised to see Terrakion. I don't think Terrakion really matched up that great in me. And we do see the Heatran, which was something I did expect it to possibly come if they really wanted to bring. Alright, so Sand, honestly, God, looks great. We just need to whittle down this Misdreavus. And I'm so happy I went with this set now. This set now really cooks my opponent if we're careful here. Now switching off Leaf Blade really makes me look stupid now. But low-key, just Calm Mind Ryu just kind of wins. There's nothing that really stops it. I'm going to lead off with my Kusa here, because I think my Kusa leads off pretty well against the majority of everything on the team. Because they're actually going to lead off with the Ogerpon here. So, question now comes this. What do I do in front of Ogerpon? I'm actually going to look here. Does it get a flying type move besides Play Rough? Okay, just not going to access anything. Besides Play Rough here. If this is an offensive Ogerpon with Play Rough, how much is it doing to my Virizion? It does a lot. What the heck? But I figure they're gonna think I'm terrible. They could U-turn here. I'm not max speed, so I don't speed tie with Terrakion. They could be scared of me going for the Terra Blast here. What Swords Dance? Perfect! Perfect. So we get the Zapdos in. If this is slightly physically defensive Zapdos, +2, Terra Blast should do 53 to 63%. So that does 58. Hurricanes. Oh. So 34 to 40. That's a low roll. 53 to 58. Now we get into an interesting situation here. We get into a very interesting situation here. Because there's two plays that can happen here. They could risk this and roost, which I don't think they do. Or they go into either Heatran or Terrakion here. I think they're going to make the switch out into Heatran or Terrakion. But I think the Terrakion makes a lot more logical sense. So I'm going to Leaf Blade here. Dang it! Oh, I got crit! Well, I think that kind of evens it out. I think that crit evens it out, in my opinion. So now it becomes an interesting situation here. Because I know this Heatran. Actually, if you go hard Heatran here, it's going to make me think you're not Flash Fire. You go hard Terrakion. Okay. So there's a couple of plays I can do here. If this Terrakion is Scarf, I am in range of close combat, and it can just go for it. Man, I low-key wish I went max speed to speed tie this. So, what would it be his answer here? Because Rock Move is free, Fighting Move is also free. Fighting Move is 100% free here. Rock Move is also free here. Part of me wants to save this, since I'm now Terra'd. Let me think about this. Part of me wants to save this, because with the Terra now, Ogerpon's not that much of a threat. And plus we get to play mind games with them, which is really good. I also could just make a safe play. Go into my Hippowdon to gauge the damage. Yeah, I'm gonna Hippowdon here. Let's see, do the close combat there. They Earthquaked. Oh! Oh my god, I could've gotten rid of this thing. Okay. Alright, so there's a couple of plays I can do here. I can either go... So let's see here. I really think you're gonna predict something here. Because you can't risk this. I'm gonna make a double out here. Uh-oh. Shoot! Uh-oh, that's bad. This must be weakness policy. Alright, without the +2, do I OHKO this thing at all? 78 to 91. Alright, I have to sack this now, unfortunately. But the good news is I forced him not to Trailblaze. I forced him not to Trailblaze. If he has it. Does Terrakion get Trailblaze? It does not. Boo! I was gonna Leaf Blade here. Man, if I stayed in Earthquake, man, but I just couldn't risk that. I wonder why he Earthquaked, though. I'm generally wondering why they Earthquaked there. This is telling me this has to be weakness policy if you SD'd right in front of me. Or you're Shook-a-Berry. It's one of the two. You can't tell me it's not one or the other. Let's see, your SD Earthquake, then you must be dual stab. Not gonna live this, unfortunately. Man, if I did, that would be insane, dude. Alright, so... can an Iron Head kill this thing? Iron Head 100% OHKOs this thing. I am clicking Iron Head. It's Sash! Damn it! That is such BS, man. I am so sorry, dude. I am so sorry. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Sash Terrakion. That was a good bring. That was a really good bring. Okay. Ogre Pawn. Coverage hurts. If you have a fighting move, let's say Brick Break. In worst case scenario, your Choice Band. You don't knock me out with any one move. Let me just double check here. Brick Break. Low kick. So far, Brick Break's the strongest move, not counting Cuddledge. Could have Superpower. But I don't think you would be Superpower. Superpower doesn't make any sense here. I'm gonna take a risk and call it that you're knocking. Perfect. Now I get an Iron Head off. Or do I want a Rock Slide here? +2. No, Iron Head. Well, hold on. Yeah, Iron Head knocks this out. And I get a free Iron Head unless they want to... They might have to take the risk and try to go for the... I'm going to say he has to try to go for that. Does he get it? Nope. But now I can scout the damage off on Heatran. Heatran... Okay. So that did 14% at +2. So that is looking like physically defensive. But how much physically defensive? To do 14. That'd be like max. Yeah, I think it's like max defensive. The Earthquake's probably obvious here. So I can either Iron Head here, or I Earthquake. I think he knows the Earthquake here comes. Now he could be Protect. Protect would not be a bad idea here. They're either going to go click Protect here, or they're going to click Earthquake. They should realize Shook-a-Berry doesn't help them here. They either click Protect, or they're going to Ogre Pawn, or they're going to Mischievous. I'm gonna call it. Wow! Wow, I'm very surprised that they just risked that. Wow, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I fully agree with that play, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. So, let's see, they got a Lava Plume here. Lava Plume. Okay, come on, game. So, Lava Plume. I guarantee live 1. I go +2 here. Poltergeist is 67 to 79. Swords Dance here. Wow. There's the burn. Chestelberry. Okay, so they were Chestelberry. That's a little... That's really a big dagger. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's low-key really, really bad. So they're no speed. They have to be. Like, the situation have to beat them. Brimsnarl doesn't knock him out. Ugh, that's so annoying, bro. I think I have to go Raging Bolt here. Yeah, I go Raging Bolt here. And if it Earth powers me as I Calm Mind, how much is it doing? 26, so not that much. I can still win this with Grimmsnarl on the back, so I'm gonna Calm Mind here. Ooh, Body Press. Okay. So now I get 3 Thunderbolt here. Knock that out. So we took less damage than we needed to, which is perfect. But you know what? That burn made up for that flinch. That burn made up for that flinch. Ogre Pawn. Lift Play Rough. Does 51 to 61% to me. Dragon Pulse into Thunderclap always knocks it out. Okay, so Raging Bolt is now in a position to basically one-shot, possibly one-shot or two-shot everything. And once I get rid of... My Hippowdon's probably a sack piece at this point now, but I couldn't go into my Hippowdon in front of that Heatran because I cannot allow a free Ogre Pawn to come in, and plus I don't really want Sandstorm Shift really right now. And if anything, I would probably rather deal with having... my Hippowdon try to 1v1 with the Mischievous there. Oh man, dude. I think in hindsight, let's look at that damage that I would have done to Ogre Pawn if I was at +2. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. That damage would have been really worth it. I really should have done that. But I should have also maybe thought that he would have predicted me to make that play. Like, he really made some risk, and some of those risks didn't pay off for him. Except that Heatran one. That was like, I definitely do agree that that was his only shot to come back in this game. And that Heatran did come back, it got 2 KOs. Damn, though. The fact that I could have saved my Decidueye. So they're going on the Mischievous here. Mischievous. Raging Bolt. +1. +1. Thunderbolt does good damage to you. I believe you're Ghost, Fairy, and Water. So regardless, Thunderbolt's doing a lot of damage to you. So I'm just gonna Thunderbolt here, unless you're specially defensive. Uh-oh. Okay, so they're Calm Mind as well. We did 33, so that's max HP. So that's some slice but def investment. This could be, I think this could possibly be a Mischievous sweep if I'm not careful. So my guess is it's Calm Mind, Pain Split, probably Terra Blast, and then Shadow Ball is the last move. We're both maxed out. I will say it takes one crit to win this game. So they're +6. I'm +6. They've got to be fairy if they're going for fairy. If they're going for Draining Kiss, they've got to be fairy. See, 20 to 24. That did less, so that's definitely not max special attack. I think I just Thunderbolt here again, and that's the game. GG. Nothing I can do. Damn. That sucks, man. That hack's balanced out, in my opinion, until that crit. I think we won. That's frustrating. I think we should have won this game, in my personal opinion. I think Phoenix made some plays I think could have really cost him that game. Like 100% cost him that game. Like staying in against the Hippowdon, I felt like wasn't. But I don't know, man. That just seems so ridiculous that we lose because of crit, man. That's just so annoying. I mean, like I said, the crit plus the hurricane, that balanced out. I got a flinch, and then he burned me. That balanced out. But now, because of that crit, we lose, and now I'm a little salty about this. But we're just going to have to bounce back. It's only a 3-0 loss. If anything, that just puts us back down to our week 1 diff. But that's just so frustrating to lose a game because of a crit. It really frustrates me because we lost a game because of a crit. That really frustrates me. But it's what it is, man. But yeah. GG's to Phoenix. We'll see you guys next week. Till next time, guys. Peace.